Hey, y'all. Welcome to day 3 of our keynotes. Remember, this is about me being consistent, coming to you guys every day at noon at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on your lunch break, tap in with us. If you are watching this in the replay, one of the things I asked you to do is hashtag tapped in. We don't do hashtag replay over here. We do hashtag tapped in so that I know that you're tapped into the conversation and what we're talking about. So if we have not met, my name is Keandra Ward. I am the founder of the KWI Collective. We're a marketing, public relations, and media and funding firm here in the Tampa Bay area. Today, our topic is about being media ready. And I put being media ready in 7 days, the fast track to publicity. To be honest, it's going to go as fast as you go. Okay. It's going to go as fast as you go. So if you're here, let me know you're here. Go ahead and hashtag tapped in. If you're watching the replay, let me know. Hashtag tapped in the replay. The thing that most entrepreneurs want is visibility. The second thing they want is visibility via the media. And honestly, when used correctly and you have a plan around it, it can be a very effective push in the visibility of your brand. I am not going to deny that. One day I'll come on and actually tell you guys my story on how I got here, because it is a story. And I probably have said it. If you followed me any length of time, you know that I have shared my story on how PR kind of fell into my lap. Not really, but fell into my lap. And we'll make sure that I make one of these times and tell that story. But let's talk about it. When we look at publicity, it is power, but only if you're ready for it and only if you structure it properly. So, of course, I kind of want to cover some of the things that you'll need to have in place anytime the media calls. Let me be very clear. We had a media call today. Because we've created partnerships, we had a media call today. Hey, do you have somebody to still do this? Can you still do this? Yes. Bam. And guess what? The media feature is in less than a week. And it was a 5-minute email conversation. Why? Because we are ready. Our clients are ready. And the members of our community are getting ready. And they're about ready. A lot of them are ready, actually, already. Now, here are some of the things that you want to have. Now, mind you, if you are a business in general, these are just some things you should have. The first thing is a professional bio and a media kit. A 1-page bio with high quality photos, ready so that you can respond instantly to media requests. So far, let me be very clear. I don't know how the world is going to change. We know there are a lot of AI photos. So far, the journalists that I've talked to are like, do not send me no AI photo. Do not send us any AI photos. They want high quality, real photos so far. Now we know the world's changing, the dynamics changing, and the landscape's changing. So that may change. So have both available. You never know. But make sure you do have some high quality photos and a 1-pager along with your media kit. The second thing, this is actually the most important. You need to be clear and have concise messaging. Your messaging needs to be clear and concise across the board. You want to know what your headline is. What is that one line that sums up who you are and why you're worth covering? Who are you and why are you worth the media covering you and journalists wanting to cover you? What is your headline? But be clear and concise, and that messaging needs to be concise amongst all platforms and all conversations, right? You want to be talking about the same thing everywhere. One, you want to label yourself as an expert, and an expert usually has a niche. Most of them, not usually, experts have niche. So you want to make sure that you're saying the same thing on different platforms. You may be adding things in there or saying it a different way, but the concept of your messaging is clear and concise. Okay. The third thing, you want to have some proof of your expertise, okay? You want to be, hey, Rashana, you want to have some proof of your expertise. How do you bring that social proof? Blog posts, videos, case studies. Show that you're an authority in your field. Don't make them guess. Show them that you're an authority. And then the fourth thing is small wins lead to big coverage. I told you guys the other day, I posted that I did a segment. It was a featured segment, an earned media segment that ended up hitting the eyes of someone who reached out to me and my company and asked us to do something specifically for them, which landed us a contract of 10,000. My staff told me it's a little bit more than that. I got to really do the numbers, but I know at minimum is $10,000 is a $10,000 contract. Okay. So small wins can lead to big coverage. So you want to start with guest spots on small podcasts, local publications, community events, anything that would build press, things that you can do, these small wins. A lot of times you're trying to go big. Everybody's like, I want to be on GMA or I want to be on a Jennifer Hudson show today. Now, mind you, if what your headline and your messaging is strong enough, you could skip all that and go right there. Absolutely. But sometimes it's the conglomerate of all of that, those smaller wins that we deem as small. Because anything I do, any media coverage I do, I don't care what the platform is, it is big to me. I look at everything as big because I know I am going to use that as a conversion metric to help convert it into something else. And I always have a plan for my media features. I'm not just randomly doing a media feature because somebody called me. Because in most cases, they're going to call me about something that I am an expert in. So I already have my conversion plan, right? So they're not calling you to just randomly talk about something that you wouldn't normally talk about. They're calling you to talk about your level of expertise. And if you have a plan, which you should, then you can take that feature and learn how to flip it, okay? That's why it's important to be extremely concise and clear on your messaging. Clear and concise messaging. I cannot say this enough because I've also had journalists say, hey, we had somebody that we were using and then we went back to look for them. We were going to call them and then their messaging like just changed. And we're like, I don't have time. I need this feature. I need a quote from this person within 24 hours. I really don't have the time to try to reach out to them to see if they're still doing that. Let me go to someone who may have someone. So journalists will call me to ask me if I know somebody that can fill a spot or if I have a client that can fill a spot, or they'll reach out to somebody who may have reached out to them about the same topic because they do keep good files, right? Think about those things. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, look, I said we'll do 10 to 15 minutes. I'm at 9 minutes, y'all. I'm trying to be good with y'all. And I have a visual for you guys to capture. Media etiquette. Oh, Lord. I don't know how I can say this in any better way. There is etiquette when it comes to media. Preparation, showing up live, and even the conversation. Respond quickly. Deliver what you promise. Always say thank you. They don't have to, especially if it's earned. Now, if you pay for it, you can still say thank you. But if you pay for it, they're going to put you on because you paid for it, right? Relationships always get you invited back. Building those natural relationships. Remember, I just told you I got an email today based off of a relationship builder. And there's an earned feature that's going to be coming up that is going to be in less than a week after a 5-minute email conversation. Why? Because they already know that we have the packaging and we have the expert for what they're looking for. And they know that I'm going to respond quickly for my clients. They also know that my clients are going to come on and be prepared. They are prepared for the visibility. They are prepared to show up. They know how to look, feel, act, style. They know everything because we do full media training for them. They know what to do. Okay, my people know what to do. And if my people know what to do and don't do it, then they're no longer my people because I will quickly remove you, because we're not doing that, right? Because relationships are what gets you invited back. Relationships are also what opens the door for your next opportunity. Okay. So a lot of times, if you have been pitching and nothing has been happening, I don't want you to think that the media is ignoring you. Sometimes it may not be a good fit. You also have to realize that journalists are getting 11,000 emails a day. And so it's the continuous, you got to look at that. They got yours and 10 other ones all at the same time, right? So I want you to think about these things, but what I want you to do is, even if they haven't, maybe they saved your information in a file for your level of expertise. Now, 2 months later, they're looking for an expert. They go to that file, they go to your email, they're emailing you. So it may not have been on your time, and it's on their time, and right, based off of what they're doing and what they have coming up. And you need to be ready. And the key points we talked about today helps you be ready. You need to be able to respond quickly and have the things that they need. So let me show just a little visual. Y'all see my visual? Y'all like my visual? Y'all like my visual? This is the Become Media Ready in 7 days quick visual. It goes over the key points that I just discussed. Having your bio and media kit, clear and concise messaging, proof of your expertise, knowing that small wins can lead to big coverage. So everything is big to me. Every opportunity is a big win for myself and my clients, because I know I'm going to repurpose that thing. And I know I'm going to set them up for success using any type of feature that they get. And then make sure that you go through proper media training. Go through proper training. Do you know how many people have called me after a live experience on a high ranked show, that called me crying because they got on there and they were not ready? Don't be haughty in it. Get the help that you need so that you can maximize the feature. I am not a real fan of some paid platforms are absolutely amazing. Some of them are not. I'd rather do earned because it builds relationship a little bit better for me. I find that. And then once it's earned, we have to go in and show why we earn that position to be there, to be the expert, and to talk about it, right? So those are the things that I want you guys to consider. I want you guys to really look at placing yourself as an expert, understanding that publicity is power, but you have to be ready for it. And knowing that the media is not ignoring you. There's just a lot of steps to this process. There's a lot of steps to this process. A lot of steps to this process. Now, as we close out, I always like to leave you guys with a little tip. Some of the tips, this tip is really more about business credit, okay? Sometimes with building your business credit, having a strong credit profile makes you more attractive to your lenders and your partners. Having a strong business credit profile also makes it easier for you to engage in press and media opportunities that may not be in your local area. What if someone calls you and it's out of town and they're like, can you be here in 24 to 48 hours? And they tell you, hey, we're not going to pay you to get here, but we will definitely give you a free feature on our platform. How you gonna get there? You gonna get there? Oh, we've had that happen. And guess what they were able to do? They were able to pull from their business credit and use their business credit cards for the travel, mark it off. They were able to put on their taxes, go and get a feature, got some amazing other opportunities. And listen, using everything, use your business credit, use your expertise, use your ability to be ready with your bio and media kit. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Dang, I still went over because I be liking to give too. I just like to give to y'all, okay? But I'm still under my 20 minutes, right? I said 10 to 15. We're at 16. So sorry. We're gonna try again on Monday to keep this 10 to 15 minutes. But I hope this has helped. I hope you take this resource and begin to work and prep for yourself. And always remember that you set the tone for your day, year, and life. Make it a great one. If you are ready to show up in the world, you are ready to build your PR and marketing profiles, hit us up at thekwIcollective.com. Let's chat and let's look at the opportunities that we have available to help you. All right. Talk to you guys soon.